What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to greatly improve your simple melodies. So if you're a person who you just want to use some chords, I'm going to be showing you how to make them a little bit more interesting, or how to make the results a little bit more interesting while not doing a lot. So first, we're going to start with creating the chords. Let's hop right into it. Now let's just go ahead and start our chord. So I went ahead and just already grabbed the scale A sharp major, and then this is the sound we'll use for our, I'll turn this up a little bit. So I'll fast forward through the chords a little bit, but I'll just show you an example of what I mean. So if we have chords like this, and maybe you do like the trick where you go down 5, like if you have a chord progression like this, or maybe even something a little bit more complex, how do you make this a nice melody? Because obviously when you're making beats and you're using something like this, over time, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do, but over time, it kind of will get stale. So how can we make it a little bit more interesting? So what I'll do now is make some chords that I actually like myself, because I think that's important, and then we'll come back and I'll show you kind of some tips on how to transform it to something a little bit better. All right, so we're back. Didn't take long, but here are my chords I'm going to use. I'll just play it one time through. So first thing, instead of making my chords like this a little too fast, it'll be a lot easier if you give yourself some space. So we could just simply put it like this, so each chord can span across about 2 bars. Okay, I think it'll make it a lot more rappable in the end. It's just an easy way to get that. Okay, so now for this, what we'll do to transform this to make it a little bit more interesting. Now obviously you can add notes in here and stuff like that, but we want this to be simple and easy to do while kind of giving us a nice melody to work with. So all we really need to do is kind of just pick a note. It can be really any note that you want. As a matter of fact, you can literally just take a note from here. Okay, I've already shown you guys this. So you can take one of these 3 notes, and what we're gonna do is move it over to somewhere on this side. Again, it does not have to be like this. I'm just giving you what I know works. Okay, what like rhythms I know works. We're gonna put it here, and then we're just gonna pull it up 2 octaves. We'll do 2 octaves. Now I know it's gonna get a little crowded, and then we could delete this one, and then we can go ahead and just pull this in. And then if you want to find some other notes to use, you can go ahead and do stuff like this. You can pull this down, right? And then now we have something we can work with. And now obviously we're not finished. It's not going to be complete, but okay. And I'm going to add another note. Let's add a G. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. And I'm going to just change these a little bit. Maybe we could do like a slight pink color. All right, and then over here you can follow the same thing, except I'm gonna move it right here. And then what we can do is take this, and then let's actually play around with these a bit. So now what we're gonna do is kind of animate these, and I just use animation just to move the notes across the timeline. Okay, because we're not playing it, we're clicking it in. So you could do something like make a chord like this. Let's maybe move that up. Okay, and then I think this will be good. And then over here, same thing, right? We can just offset these. Again, it doesn't have to be that much, but now one thing I'm doing here is I'm overlapping the notes. So you can see these are overlapping, okay? And then naturally this will overlap. But this is important, okay, because it's gonna create anticipation. Okay, so boom, now this is something simple we can use. I probably should change these a little bit, the color, so it's a little bit more visible. I think that might be good. Right, so that sounds a lot better than just the chords themselves. Okay, so this is something that you can do. Again, we're not done. We still got counter, you know, the counter, the texture, all that stuff to do. So last thing, we'll just copy it. And this is for variation, so the melody doesn't sound super boring to play, you know, over and over. Let's choose like a yellowish color. And all we're going to do is just throw some notes in here. So we could do, actually, I'm going to move this back. And you could put it anywhere. I'm just put it here. Okay. And let's just move this over. And this is just to create just something different. So let's play it. Well, actually, all right, so we're good. I'll play this through. All right, I like that. I think that's simple and that's a good start. However you do yours is fine. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to adding the texture. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and take care of our textures, our accents, things like that. So what this is gonna do is kind of give your melody a little bit more depth. Obviously, this is gonna be simple. We're not gonna do a lot. So I'm gonna show you just a simple way you can kind of add this in. Now, the best way is to pick a sound that works for you. So these are just my own custom sounds, and I'm just showing you the effects so you can see. The only thing you really need, you could add some chorus and delay and maybe some reverb. Now this sound has like a gate on it as well, but something interesting. You don't just really want a flat out sound. And I actually have a secondary sound like that, like this. But you can see it has a tail to it, and it's kind of an interesting little lead, okay? So just something interesting. You don't want annoying sounds, obviously, because you want your melody to sound good, and it's gonna be playing over and over, right? So, but just something like that, some delay, reverb, something with space in it. And what we can do is take this and just copy it and then just strip it. So basically we could just take out all this, and I'll just delete this. And then you could just leave it like this. Man, I probably want to pull it up. And you can see that like bouncing, it's adding more layer to it. Now, of course, you could just, you know, pick any sound and layer it. That works, right? But we want to make it a little bit more interesting, have a little bit more control, right? So with this, we can, I'm gonna just honestly, I'm gonna move this over, and then we can do something like this, and then let's copy it over like so. And I'm gonna pull this up, okay? Right, so we just oversimplified it, okay? And then we could maybe play with the velocity a bit. I kind of want this lower though, maybe something like that. I'm gonna pull these back so it doesn't overlap. All right, I like that. It's real simple, as some layering to it, but it's not overpowering. Perfect. So next sound, I already showed you this, the little lead here. So with this one, we could just do something real simple here. We could just do like, put some on the key, maybe like a little bit longer than that. I like that note. And then I'm gonna kind of make that chord there. And I'll show you a little trick here. If you want to find some notes, just eyeball them. You can make a chord all the way up. You could do like a seventh, or if you want to do something like this, you could. Move these over, and you can just pull it down an octave. Oops. Pull it down an octave, and now you can find any of these notes that you want to use for the next note. I'll just move them across. You can use that note. I kind of like that one. I like this note. So that's just a little trick. If you're just not sure, you can kind of test them. So I'm gonna play this all the way through. All right, so that is like our texture. That's the rundown. So lastly, we're gonna do the top melody, and then we'll throw in the bass just for reference. So let's go ahead and do that. Next up, we're gonna take care of the top melody. So this will bring the melody all together. So these are the sounds I'm using. Right, again, remember those properties, delay, there's a lot of space in there, stuff like that. And then we got this one. Okay, very weird sound that I made. So there's that. So let's go in here, and again, there's a lot of things you could do. So I'll just put this in here, and the easiest thing you can do is build down or build out and in to a part of your main chord progression or melody. This is our main melody. So we could build into some of these notes or the rhythm. So it doesn't have to be one of these notes, but I'll just use a different color to show you. So say this is our melody. You could build into it. And I'm gonna just place it, build into it like that, and then you could build out of it here, right? You could try, like, I don't know, you could do like a melody like this. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff in there. So you can build into it, but when you do this, you'll kind of naturally get a melody that works because it's following the rhythm of this. Now, I will recommend don't overdo it, because sometimes if you like, okay, well then from here, I'm going to do the same thing. That can be kind of annoying. So what I would do here is like, okay, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of action going on. I would leave some space, let the melody breathe a bit. And then maybe you could, okay, I'm gonna just do like a little flam here, or something like that. And hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So I'm gonna just show you, and you know, sometimes it's even simpler than that. So let's just take this away, and then let's just go in, and I'm gonna choose the first note that I like. We can really zoom in. Okay, so I'm just, and I might need to turn some of these off for now. I like these notes here, so I'm gonna use these. So let's build down. I know it's kind of hard to hear this sound. And then let's build back up into this note. And this should still line up with our little chords up here, right? So you can see. And this is going to help create bounce later, okay? And then let's just listen to it from now, just with everything. I think I want this to be shorter. So right here, I'll add another note. So I'm going to take this and make a chord backwards. So we end up back here, and then we'll just end here. And yeah, I think we could just roll with that. And if we need to change anything, we will for sure. But for now, I think this is good. And we'll just copy this over. I'll pull it up a little bit so we can. Right, that delay is helping. And then here's everything all together. And then to pull it together, right, we just add our little bass in here. So that would just be, you know, the C to, or actually one of them. It just depends on how the, yeah, I knew this bass is going to be super low. So now we have a lot more interesting melody here, and you can add other effects if you want to. I'll just add like a gross beat on there just to show you what it sounds like real quick. All right, so I went ahead and just added this little shaper box. I didn't do gross beat because it's delayed and I don't want to have to render it out. So what I did first was mix it a little bit. Just take out some of these weird well, this bass is a little too loud. All right, just like take out that, just smooth it up a bit, okay? And then we just added like this little, this is just a halftime effect. And I just add a little filter just to filter out some of the lows. But yeah, this is just like two versions you can have. Right, and this melody sounds infinitely better than if you had like, let's just copy this, our original chords. All right, if we just literally just did this, you know what, let's just give ourselves a little bit more credit. Maybe it's like this, you know, This is way better, and it's just as simple. We'll just do like this. That's probably more realistic. Okay, so we went from this to, you know, from this, and then on top we just kind of add little layers. And look at this. This is amateur. All right, let's be real. This is a very amateur like melody line, right? It's not even that interesting, but when all put together, and I probably need to delete this, you get something a little bit more interesting than just, you know, those flat chords. Right, and then you can also reverse it, and you could use it as a sample, etc. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.